Blake. Zendaya. Woo! Did you know that Zendaya was about to cuss Blake out and there was going to be a beef? For those of you who don't know who Zendaya is, she started as a young actor in Hollywood in a Disney show, Shake It Up, and she was doing really good. This young lady is a good role model. I mean, she really loves fashion. She's an icon, even though she's just a young girl right now in Hollywood. If you guys don't know Blake Lively also has done some stuff in Hollywood as well. She was one of the main stars of Gossip Girl. She did a movie with her husband, Ryan Reynolds, who she's married to and has children with. And most recently, she did a movie called Another Simple Favor with Anna Kendrick. But lately, she has been all over the internet for a grievance complaint that she made against Justin Baldoni, who was her co-star in the movie It Ends With Us. Now, a lot has been happening with that, and that's pretty scary, freaky stuff. I'm working on a video right now talking about the whole entire beef from the beginning to the end. Please look out for that. But I just wanted to show you this video because it shows the difference between the girls. Now, first let's watch the clip.
Show hadn't even started. The audience was casually chatting, some even zoning out. So, what exactly did Zendaya's micro-expression already exposed her true feelings about Blake Lively? With Blake's recent PR disaster involving Justin Baldoni, people are finally realizing she might not be as sweet and innocent as she seems. But Hollywood stars? They've known all along. Blake has more than a few unfans in the industry. Let's rewind to the 2018 Michael Kors show, where a silent drama unfolded. Blake was seated front row, laughing animatedly and chatting away, clearly in high spirits. But when Zendaya glanced in her direction, her expression shifted. She quickly turned her head, lips parting as if about to say something, then stopped herself. The show hadn't even started. The audience was casually chatting, some even zoning out. So, what exactly did Zendaya's micro-expression mean?
Okay, you see in that clip, you can see Zendaya. She's talking to someone behind her. She's enjoying her Hollywood moment with her friends, right? People that she knows from the circuit, so to speak. Blake is right here. I could just imagine how Blake wasn't reading the room and how she was probably like, ha, 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 just laughing like she was the only one in the room watching a comedy or something, you know? There's some stuff about her that's being released right now about some mental health issues. So this is not poking fun at her, and I would never do that. But it does lend information into her mindset. If Zendaya is looking that uncomfortable, sitting beside her, like Zendaya literally went, like, shut up. You can see that she's just like wanting to say something to Blake without actually saying it. And her body language is saying it. She's like, be quiet, you know? Like, and Blake kind of catches on to it, but Blake is just like not even reading the room. Now, this is the thing that I would say. Everything is always about Blake. And this is where we're going to get into it, even in the future, when it comes to the lawsuit, because the lawsuit that Justin Baldoni placed against her and her husband, Blake, and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, is going for $400 million. And that case is set for court for March 2026. Now, everything's been quiet with Blake. At first, when he sued them, she's like, I'm still gonna go out and enjoy my life and show everybody that I'm right. Same with Ryan. I'm gonna go out and laugh. We're gonna go on SNL and show the world that we don't care. Well, everything backfired against them. And then all of a sudden, Ryan Reynolds, I made a video about it. He's like, yo, I want out of this lawsuit. Like, I don't want to even be a part of this lawsuit. I was just trying to be a supportive husband, because now he's realizing that, yo, you're not the only famous person. And not only that, Blake is starting to see that she put herself into a position of making her mental health even worse. Now it's to the point of mental illness. And it's getting really sad out there. And I believe that this is just a situation of good people in Hollywood like Zendaya trying to hint to Blake, shut your mouth, read the room, be quiet. This is not all about you. And here she didn't even read things correctly. She's sitting around a whole bunch of other famous people. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Be quiet. I'm sorry if I sound like this, guys, but I am going to tell you, sometimes people need to humble themselves. I just put out a video about Keanu Reeves, and 2 days ago, and Keanu Reeves is so humble. He's so humble that he rides the subway and gives his seat to people. He invites his fans to sit down and eat with him. He sits down beside his fans in Hollywood bars and has drinks with them. This is a man who is humble. Zendaya, she's the same. She speaks to her fans on Instagram. She meets with them, does meets and greets with her fans. Blake does not read the room. And here she is just laughing and being loud. She's probably laughing over the conversation that Zendaya was having with some very humble people there in that clip. This is unacceptable. Just because you're an A-lister, or no, I wouldn't say that Blake is an A-lister. I would say that she's a solid B and maybe moving to maybe a solid C moving into a B. But I wouldn't call her an A-lister. She's married to an A-lister. However, Zendaya is an A-lister, 100%. And so Zendaya is humble. The people sitting beside her are humble, and they're probably trying to have a conversation. But then here's Blake, blah, 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 ha, 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 hackling like a witch. Come on, Blake. If this whole entire situation teaches you anything, hopefully it teaches you how to humble yourself. Don't make everything about you when you are in a room of other people. There are other actors that are famous, more famous than you. And they have learned to humble themselves because they know that when you humble yourself, you shall be exalted. Not insulted, but exalted. That means put on a pedestal when you least expect it, because you're not putting yourself on a pedestal. I think this is one of the first examples that I have seen where we actually gain insight into somebody that's just like, what the heck? I don't like it, and you can see Zendaya. She's like, no. And then I'm pretty sure in the future, we're going to see more examples of this. We are going to see more and more examples of more and more celebrities that are going to be bringing out clips of times when they did not like Blake. I do believe that people are going to start releasing more and more information. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Zendaya. Maybe some favorite Zendaya moments. We're just all going to have to sit back and wait for the whole entire case to unfold as other clips and other information unfolds about Blake in the future. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Sister Cerise. Please take a moment to subscribe, hit that like button, and also the notification bell. But I want you to do a favor for me, and this is most likely going to be the best favor you can do for yourself today. Be good to yourself out there. Be good to yourself. Think good thoughts, and be grateful that you woke up today so you can make a difference in someone else's life or even in your own life. Take care, everyone. Huge hugs, loads of love, big blessings.